Hey guys, welcome to News to Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And today I'm going to be giving you my initial impressions and thoughts and overall review of the Nintendo Switch Lite. So I bought this Nintendo Switch Lite about 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry I didn't bring the review a little bit sooner, but I figured I'd do this review right now for you guys and just pretty much give you my overall general impressions and thoughts about this amazing little console. So right off the bat, I just gotta say that the Nintendo Switch Lite is very light. Of course, it's in the name. Easy to handle, great to take with you, very, very portable and accessible at any time, at any point, anywhere you want to go, and just easy to play with. And it's extremely light. Now, this is made out of like a mesh plastic-like body, and it may not look like plastic, but upon close inspection, you can tell that it has a mesh-like body, and it's super sweet to play with. Now, for those of you guys who thought, well, I already have a Nintendo Switch, so why would I need a Nintendo Switch Lite to play with? Well, there are many reasons why you would need a Nintendo Switch Lite, or if you just want one, you can just go get one. I mean, for me, I had a few reasons why I got a Nintendo Switch Lite. Number one, the main reason, I go to work almost every single day throughout the week, and I really don't want to go ahead and lug around my regular Nintendo Switch. It is slightly heavier, but it's still designed to be portable, and it is a hybrid console. So you could argue that, well, Ronnie, your Nintendo Switch is already a hybrid console, so why would you need a Nintendo Switch Lite? Good question. One, I really wanted it because I go to work every day, like I said before. Two, I'm a collector of sorts, so I am a Nintendo fan, and I really wanted to get this system. And I made it my primary system because I take it with me almost everywhere I go. I take it with me when I go out, I take it with me when I go to work, and I take it with me when I'm out in like outings, such as like family outings, or if I go over someone's house or a friend's house. And you may wonder, well, doesn't that make you antisocial? No, not really. I mean, sometimes you can get a little bit bored when you're out there, let's say on a long drive or a trip. You may want to pull this little bad boy out and start playing like a little bit of Zelda. And I love it so much. I mean, it is such a sweet console. Nintendo really blew it out of the water when releasing this console. It was such a great idea. Not only does it target Nintendo fans, but it targets several different demographics, in my opinion. Number one, I think this console is extremely popular with children. I mean, I can say this for myself because I was a huge portable system fan when I was a kid, and I've had the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Color Advance SP and so on and so forth. And I love those consoles. And the fact that Nintendo is making portable consoles cool again, I mean, they did that with the Nintendo 3DS and 2DS. It doesn't seem like they have any signs of stopping from making more portable consoles. And I am really happy with the Nintendo Switch Lite. It performs really well. It's got an updated processor for the battery. It does last about half an hour longer than the regular Nintendo Switch. So that's not including the new Nintendo Switch that recently came out, where you can get battery life up to 9 hours. Compared to the Nintendo Switch Lite, you can get battery life from anywhere from 4 to 7 hours, versus the regular Nintendo Switch, you get battery life anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours, all the way to about 6 hours or 6.5 hours. So not much of a difference in battery life, but to me, it makes all the difference in the world because I can play AAA games such as Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Mario Odyssey, and so on and so forth for a little bit longer. And the simple fact that you can play on a console like this small, I mean, you can play Doom on this thing. It is so mind-blowing, the fact that you can still do those kinds of things. You can play high-quality AAA games on this itty-bitty little console right here. It is incredible. The concept of that still blows my mind, the fact that you can play those kind of games on this console. And I think it's awesome. I mean, albeit it's not the best quality, and the quality is not as great as, let's say, a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One, but still, the simple fact that you can play the entire game in its entirety on this little console on the go, come on. It doesn't get any better than that. Now, the only downside is that you can't dock this Switch, and you can't remove the Joy-Cons. And the console is still called the Nintendo Switch Lite. I mean, you can argue that they only did it for name branding's sakes and just to avoid confusion. Because if they called it something else, people would be confused. They would think that Nintendo already released a new console when only the Nintendo Switch came out about 3 years ago. So they named the Nintendo Switch Lite just to avoid confusion and for the sake of name branding, in my opinion. So there you have it. Now, who is this console targeted at? And like I said before, it is targeted at several demographics. Nintendo fans, kids, adults, people that just want to play video games on the go, and fans of mobile gaming. I mean, mobile gaming is the future. So if you're a huge fan of mobile gaming on, let's say, an Android or an iPhone or a tablet, then you're going to love the Nintendo Switch, because you can still get the same experience that you do on a home console on the go. And those are my thoughts and my review on the Nintendo Switch, and it's perfect for you, for anybody of any age, of any size. You don't need small hands to play with this console, because I have about medium-sized hands, and I can still play this console just fine. So I really love this little system, and I knew I was going to love it from the start. When I first saw that commercial on the Nintendo Switch Lite, I was like, yep, I got to get that console. I really am on the go a lot often, and I can't really sit down for at least about a good half an hour to an hour to play a video game on my television. So what better way to play my Nintendo games than on the Nintendo Switch Lite? Anyways, guys, that's my review and thoughts on the console. Let me know if you have a Nintendo Switch Lite, or if you own it, or if you're even thinking about getting one. Please let me know what are your thoughts on it. If you have any questions about Nintendo Switch Lite, go ahead and shoot me a question. Go in the comment section down below and post your comment down below. Please, guys, I would like to hear from you. And please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.